Oh, look! He has a big cannon on his back. As if flinging his own poo at you isn't horrible enough.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Zyuohger DX Cube Gorilla. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, you have Cube Gorilla. He's all like, "Transform!" That's what he's doing. There you have the combination into Zyuohger. On the top of the box, we have Cube Gorilla. You have Zyuohger. On this side of the box, we have Wild Zyuohking. That crazy combination. On this side of the box, we have the Gorilla and Zyuohger. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. He does this, that, and combining and stuff and things. On the bottom of the box, you have Sad Pac-Man. He hasn't found his contact lens yet. I feel so bad for him. And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have Cube Gorilla, the latest cube animal in the world of Zyuohger. And you can see here, he is number 6, done in red and black, so I automatically love it. At least on this side anyway. On the other side here, you can basically see the whole body of the gorilla. You got his head right there, body, his little feet. Getting closer on the head sculpt, since it's right there staring you in the face. He has visible body syndrome. It's all there. It's just all there. And of course you get some little molded details throughout, little paint apps. Right there. There you go. And of course you have the port for the sword and all that good stuff right there. And you do get this extra bit, which is which becomes a weapon and also part of the combined mode with Wild Zyuohking. So this serves a couple purposes, and we'll get into all this when we get into the transformation. So we'll just bring in our other cube animals here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and there we have the 6 cube animals all together, and Cube Kitty right there, the little giraffe. He's your little guy. I don't know what that noise is that I'm making. I have no idea. Anyway, and of course, if you want, just go crazy. You can totally. I'm gonna do it. I'm sure other people have done this already because, you know, you can, so why not? Because it's just fun. So we're going to have a giant pillar here. A giant pillar of animals, of cube animals. I can't wait to see how tall this gets by the time the series is over. This is something I'm looking forward to. Honestly. I hope they don't stop making these cube animals. I hope they continue throughout the entire series, and I can have a pillar that's like as tall as I am. Hell, we'll put Cube Kitty on the top too. Just add to it. There we go. Big pillar of animal cubage. All right, get out of here. Take these guys apart here. All right, get up. We'll bring you guys in later. There you go. Out of here. All right, so to transform Cube Gorilla. Very simple. The transformation is similar to Cube Eagle, since they both form the top piece of a combined mode. They transform similarly. So you just take the arms, bring them out, clip in right there, clip it in. And you take the arms here and you extend them. Right here, a little slider, and they will lock into place. Second verse, same as the first. Just bring that around, bring that up. Extend the arm, bring his little head up. And there you have Cube Gorilla. And, you know, articulation-wise, you can rotate his arms. You can only move his head up the one click. If you go past that, then you kind of start to disengage stuff, and you can just rip his head off. So you're really only supposed to bring it up that one click. But again, we'll get in close on the head sculpt so you can see it again. Nice green paint there on the eyes. Has big old flaring nostrils. They use a nice gold paint here for the chest as well with some white. So, there you go. So you have that. They have Cube Gorilla. Wait a second. I need to do this proper. I'm going to do this proper. Wait a second. I'm going to do this right. Here. There you go. Just because. So that's Cube Godzilla. There you go. So now we can bring in this bit right here, and you can open this up like that. Of course, it has a little clip right there that will lock it into place. You take this section here, flip it out, and this will clip onto this clip right here on the back. And how do you know which one it's supposed to go onto? Because there's an arrow right there. This one that goes on this side. This one right there. So you just take it, clip it on, and now he has a giant shoulder-mounted cannon. And now that's a gorilla you don't want to mess with. I mean, you really don't want to mess with a gorilla to begin with, but one with a giant cannon on his shoulder, you really don't want to mess with. So, there you go. He has a giant shoulder cannon. And this piece itself is actually done with that very nice gold plastic right there. And you get some black and white paint apps right there with little detailings. So, looks very cool. So, there you have that. So now we will bring in, I'll just transform them right here, because it's not like they're complicated. There we go. Bring in the tiger. Bring out the elephant. See if we can get all these guys in shot here. All right. Let's see, the lion. And then the Shaku. Come on, Shaku. Boop. Little Jaws Jr. On the eagle. Boop. There we go. Oh, and we'll bring in a little giraffe. Cube Kitten. Right there also. So there we have all of our cube animals so far in this series. There we go. Nice little group shots. Hooray! Cubage. So there you have it. Get all these guys out of the way here. So now there's nothing left to do but get down to the combination. So first we will go into Zyuohger. So to do that, I'm going to take the section here. We're just going to pop it off, put it off to the side for now. We'll put him back in cube mode just to do things proper. So do that. We need Tiger. Get her back into cube mode. And Elephant. Right there. So we're going to do 4, 5, and 6. Raise this up so you can actually see what's going on. Right there. So there we have 4, 5, and 6. Turn them around. Bring the arms out. Extend. Bring the arm out. Extend. You want to take these 2 panels here and bring them out to the side. Like that. And of course you can angle these bits out of the tiger if you wish. Right there. This bit right here, you're going to take this section, fold that in. You're going to come here, you're going to flip out the combined mode head, and then close this back up like that. Going to remove the gun right here. And this will clip in to the back. You got the 2 clips right there, the 2 posts right there. So just take it, clip it in, and then you open up the horns here to reveal the head. And then you take the gun and put it in his hand. And there you have Zyuohger. Hold up, I gotta do this. I'm gonna do it. There you go. Zyuohger. There he is. And I really like this combination. I think it looks really cool, in my opinion. I really dig Zyuohger. Very nicely done. I love the shoulder pieces here that come out. Very cool. Getting close here on the head sculpt. You can see there. Nice blue visor. And yeah, I dig it. I do really dig this combination. I think I like this combination more than Jewel King, honestly. I think this looks really, really cool. And for comparison, here he is with Jewel King. And you can see he's definitely, you know, like a little bit beefier at the upper body, at the shoulders anyway, than Jewel King. And yeah, I really dig this combination. I really, really do. And of course, you can bring in Cube Keating, and you can have, you know, Jewel King hold it. You can have Jewel Wild hold it also. He doesn't have anything to really secure it into place. It'll wobble in a little bit because he doesn't have that little nub for that tab. But, you know, you can give him the Giraffe Bazooka also if you want. Why not? Dare I say why not? It's an option. You can do it. Sure. So, there you go. He has his gun right here. The gun actually does have little crosshairs molded in right there. So, me personally, I like to actually plug this into his hand this way. Because that way he can actually, you know, look into the crosshair. That just makes more sense. But there you go. So there you have that. There you have Jewel Wilder. And I like him. Articulation-wise, I mean, it's your standard Sentai mech articulation. He can move his arms in a circle. And that's basically it. Nothing new here as far as Sentai mech goes. They've never been tremendously articulated things ever. So, there you have that. So now we will move on to Wild Jewel King. So to do that, you'll remove this. We'll remove the backpack here. Close this up. Open it back up. Flip this back in. Close it back up. That's good to go. Put that off to the side. Take the gorilla. Pop that off. Pop these two apart. And we'll bring in Jewel King. Take the sword out of his hand. Remove his head and his spinal column. Take that off. And now we are going to... How are we going to stack this? We're going to do number 4, 3, and then 2. Like that. And then number 5 goes on top of them. Like that. So you got that going on. And now you can turn it around. You can see it makes them quite a bit taller. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take Gorilla, flip these back in, and you're going to, I always forget which side it is. Okay, this side you're going to, his right arm you're going to collapse back in to cube mode. The left arm you're going to bring all the way forward, and then bring this in, and that will clip in right there. Lock that into place, and this will plug onto the post right here to make the new combined mode arm. And then you're going to take the eagle, flip in the head, and then here you're going to flip in this side, like that, and then bring the right arm forward, bring it around, and again that will just clip in to lock that in place. And that will plug onto the other side, right there. And then you take this piece right here. This will become the new chest piece. And these two clips will go over the two posts right here. So plug that on, like that. And I have to raise the camera even more because he gets quite tall. So do excuse me for a moment as I readjust here. Alrighty. So now we take the big sword here, drop it down, and last but not least, first, before we get to the first, before the last of the leastest of the first is of the leastest, what's that? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Just ignore me. Anyway, at this point now, you take the gun and you split it in half, and it does reveal some nice molded detail and some very nice gold paint in there. And these two tabs right here on the bottom will plug in to the two slots right here. Just like that. And there you have... Oh no, wait. One more thing you have to do. You take Cube Keating here, and you fold this head back, and you fold this section back. And this will clip in right here. You got the post and the tab, and you got a slot and a clip right there. Just take it. That will clip into the side. There is the other one that plugs onto the other side, but that one's not out yet. I forget what that, Moguda, I think it's what it's called. I could be wrong. Forgive me if I am, but yeah, that one goes on the other side. That's not out yet, but I will show that off with the combination when I actually have it. But there we go. Now we are done. So there we have Wild Zyuohger. Okay, we got to make this official. Hold up, hold up, hold up. There we go. Just an excuse for me to hear that again. So there's Wild Zyuohger. So there it is. And yeah, this is interesting. It's just weird. It's a very weird combination. It's not weird in the cool way. It's just weird in the weird way. To be perfectly honest, it's just weird in that weird way. I don't know what to make of this. I'm not really all that crazy about this combination. It just looks odd, and I don't know. One thing that really puts me off to this is just the arms, because he has, you know, a nice thick arm here with a big fist, and on this side he has this little skinny arm with a big gap in it, and this little tiny fist right there, which just doesn't work at all. I don't know if the suit on the show is going to have the arms like that. I doubt it, but either way, I'm not crazy about it. But yeah, it's just a weird combination. And again, it's not totally complete because we're still missing the other cube animal that goes on this side. But yeah, it's just weird. It's really weird. I don't get it. I'm not crazy about it. This is definitely not my favorite combination. It's just weird. And I can't really tell where his legs begin and end here, because if you're just going by this being the actual crotch of Zyuohger, then his legs are extremely long, and I know that's not the case, so I'm assuming that maybe the actual knees on the suit will be like around here or something, or maybe right here. I don't know where the actual knees are going to bend on this suit. But yeah, it's like, I don't know where his legs begin and end. Like, they just seem like they're way too long. I don't know, man. It's a very weird combination. We can put the little sword in his hand there. Now it looks even more like a little butter knife in this big thing. But yeah, it's a weird combination. Oh, one little feature I totally forgot to show off with the gorilla. Let me rip his arm off real quick. Is he actually does have a little rocket punch action right here. There are these little levers right here, and if you push them forward, boom, you can actually shoot his fists, and I can drop them on the floor. Give me 1 second. All right, I got him. But yeah, it's pretty cool that he does actually have the little rocket punch feature, and they just plug right in. And they're just friction missiles. They're not spring-loaded and just friction missiles, but still, they work pretty well. So I like that. I like that little feature right there. Anyway, let me get him back into configuration. I always forget which side goes where. There we go. Boop. Boop. Did I do that? No, I did that wrong. Wait. Oh, no. Yeah, I did do that wrong. Oops. Wrong arm. My bad. My bad. Oopsies. There we go. Now it's correct. Hooray! Alrighty, there we go. Well, the Zyuohger. Anyway, so yeah, it's a very weird combination. Definitely not my favorite. I like Zyuohger Wild. I like that combination. I think that combination looks really cool. This is just, it's just weird. It's just flat out weird. I don't get it. I like what they tried to do with the shoulders here. You know, they have like all black with this red detailing. On this side, it's all red with the black detailing. So they did try to have some symmetry there, which I do appreciate. But yeah, like I said, overall, I just think this combination is just kind of weird. I don't get it, and I'm not really crazy about it. So, looking forward to the next big combination and see what it brings us. So, there you have that. But as far as Cube Gorilla goes, I like it. You know, like I said before, the one thing I enjoy about this line is I'm really looking forward to seeing how they are able to get different animals out of the same shape. Like, that is really intriguing me. And I really dig Cube Gorilla. I love the combination for Zyuohger Wild. Wild Zyuohger King is it's alright. It's just weird, you know. But there you have that. So I picked up Cube Gorilla from Hobby Link Japan, HLJ. Of course, there are other sites you can go to for getting stuff like this if you are interested, like CS Toys, Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake. Of course, there's always eBay and Amazon, but do be wary of their pricing. And you can go to BigBadToyStore.com. They currently are selling Zyuohger King. I do not know if they're carrying anything else from this line, but I know they do have Zyuohger King. But, you know, again, it's one of the many sites you can go to if you're shopping around for this stuff. And of course, you can check out my Zyuohger playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Zyuohger DX Cube Gorilla, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Alright, here's the plan. When we capture those humans, we're gonna drop them into a pool infested with sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. We don't have any of those. What? Yeah, there was a problem with the shipment. We couldn't get them in time. Look, I don't ask a lot from you people, okay? Look, all I ask is that when I want them, you give me freaking sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their freaking heads! Well, look, I'm sorry, okay? I can't do that, but, can I interest you in a monkey with a cannon on its back? No, he's so cute! Gimme!